I ended my life and ended my life thinking that nobody could hear me, but I guess I must just hit the button at that moment. But anyway, let's just do. I'll put part two on this. I'll edit it. But so we all broke down and everything. But she sat down like at about 10 o'clock at night, and we all sat down with her, and she said, "I'm gonna die the day it starts snowing." And we looked at her and we looked at each other. We're like, "What?" We were in, I think, July. She said, "I'm gonna die the day it starts snowing." So every time it starts snowing, know that I'm gonna be watching over you girls, and that's me. Every day it starts, the first day that it starts snowing, know that that day I'm gonna be walking. I'm gonna be checking on you girls. I'll be always with you, but I gotta go be with your father now. And we're like, oh God. No. So, I mean, August came around, September came, December, November, December, January hit. January hit, February 14th. No, January 14th. It started snowing like out of control. And we all started running around and closing all the windows, all the fucking shades and Venetian blinds and everything. Because my mother had to have Venetian blinds. My mother had to have everything. My mother, she installed that in us. Always have everything, make the house look beautiful. Always. So we're running around and we're like, don't show it's snowing. And don't you know that about 9 o'clock at night, we're all chilling in the living room because now it's snowing and everybody kept paranoid and got bags together and everybody came in and with the husbands too and the children. And my mother had a small two-bedroom apartment in the Bronx, but she lived where the Jewish people lived. It was very quiet, beautiful. Oh, she lived on Pelham Parkway, not on Pelham Parkway. She lived 2260 Pelham Parkway, East Pelham Parkway, East or West Pelham Parkway. My God, I don't remember. 2260. And my sister lived in the next building from my mother, which she just moved to Florida now to be next to me. All of my sisters have all spread out, and now we're all coming back together. I guess we see that we're getting older and we want to be around each other. hmm And that's a good thing. That's something you don't have in your life, huh? You don't have love in your life. You don't have nobody who really cares about you in your life. You don't have. Well, anyway, before I go into that, we're gonna go into Rico soon. So, um, I gotta get out of here though. But I run the place. I can be late 15, 20 minutes to fuck. Anyway, so we ran around closing all the Venetian blinds, everything. And my mother sat up and we all were in as a matter of fact, mine's in my daughter's room because we had a room in my mother's house. Oh, are you kidding? We all had our own rooms at our father's house, but we all, my mom, we all spending the night, we bring our husbands and our children, and we'll sleep all through her living room floor and the beds, whatever, how we ever could. Because we're family. That's what family is. Something you never had. Family. So my mother sat up and looked at us and just threw up blood. The day it snowed, she just threw up blood. And I knew it. I knew time was coming and that it wasn't going to go beyond the night because she had already been sick in bed. And you know what I did? I went to church, I prayed, and I got my Bible, and I went to my mother because my mother was Catholic. See, she would worship these saints that Catholic people worship. I don't like to talk about religion or politics, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. Um, worship these saints. Even Saint Nazareth she had. That was her favorite saint, Saint Nazareth. My mother had like a big statue of him and a bunch of other saints and everything. See, she was Catholic, we're Pentecostal. We were raised Pentecostal with our father, but my mother was Catholic. But she would light candles next to a saint. I hated that. I couldn't see that because I knew that the Bible said, "Do not make idols of me. Do not make an idol of me. Do not try to recreate." See, these people that you call and you pray to them, you're praying to people who lived and died, just like you and I will do. We were born and we die, and we're gonna die. That's something that nobody's gonna get away from. Nobody's gonna get away from dying. And whatever time comes, it comes. We face it, face it. If you face it with God, you won't have any fear. So I went over to my mother, and before, like, I think it was a day before she died, and I was sitting next to her, holding her hand, and I told her, "Mom, can you do me a favor?" And I said, "Even if you do it for me, can you just do it?" And she couldn't really talk. She wouldn't really wasn't talking too much, not really at all. And since she wasn't talking, I was worried that did she repent? Did she ask God for forgiveness for everything? So I made sure that she said these words: "I repent. Forgive me, Lord, for my sins. I'm coming to see you." Mm? And I made her say the words that I told her to say, and I told her to pray. And she closed her eyes, and she moved her hands. And I saw they were like in a position of praying. And I said, "That's her and God's time. I'm going to walk out." And well, so the next day, she threw up blood. And now one of my sisters cannot see it. No matter, she is the one who got me to be a dental hygienist because she was a dental hygienist. My sister walks in, she makes $100 a day and walks out. Comes back when she wants. She's been with the same. My godfather, my godfather is a big time dentist in New York City. And I ain't told you guys that. That's why y'all talk about, oh, she wouldn't have implant. Let me tell you something. First of all, I've been with the same doctor for so many years. My godfather owns his own dentist office downtown, east side, big time. And you think he would let me go with implants? Get the fuck out of here. No, I could open this camera right now, but it wouldn't hear from me. I wanted to, but I will be. Anyway, so that night, uh, we were taking turns watching her. My daughter, me, my sisters, their husbands, everybody, so everybody can get sleep at a certain time. And finally, um, I got up at 3 o'clock in the morning to go use the bathroom. And oh my God, my mother's floors, the wooden floors, you could hear click, click, click. And then her toilet would go, and everybody in the motherfucking house would wake up because it was a little two-bedroom apartment. But anyway, we didn't care. We slept on top of each other's husbands, and we didn't give a fuck. As long as we had a place to sleep right then and there, to be there with her. So I started this video on the other. I thought that the speaker was off. So this is just like the second part of it. The other one is the first part of it. But anyway, um, I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I would go up by my mother's room, and I go and I can see she had threw up blood all over herself again. And I ran and I got my sister Ruby. My sister Ruby ran, and that's not her real name, but that's what we call her. And she ran, and Ruby Rosa, not Ruby, Ruby Rosa, uh, and she's gorgeous. But she ran and got her mirror from her makeup set in her pocketbook, and she put the mirror under my mother's nose to see if my mother was breathing. She's so smart. I never thought of doing that. I just ran and thought about, let me check her pulse. But my sister was like, no, back off, let me do this. And she put the mirror. She put the mirror under my mother's nose, and there was nothing coming out. So my mother had passed. But at least, thank God. See those saints that you guys pray to, Saint Michael, Saint all this, and Saint Mary and all that. Mary was a real woman, yes, and she was chosen by God. She was a real woman, but she was a woman just like you and us. So God chose her to have Jesus. So that was made her special, yes, but she's not a saint. She was not a saint. See, you Catholics, you don't understand. After Moses came down and saw that thing that they made that out of gold, that calf out of gold, so they can worship it. And when he saw what they have made, what they had done, it was fucked up. So you're not supposed to worship idols. It's in the Ten Commandments. It says, "Do not worship idols," and he meant those things that you worship so much. Oh, be careful that it doesn't fall because you're gonna have to go to the store and buy yourself a new saint. Mm. How does that sound? Does that sound crazy? You don't need a middleman to talk to God. So you don't have to say, Mary, say Mary, please ask the Lord to give you this. No, you don't need a middleman to talk to God. You talk to God yourself. Like you, I don't need a middleman in your life. So, that was a quick story. I just let off. But oh no, my tattoo is so big. I didn't think it was gonna be that big, man. It's really big. Anyway, so those idols that you worship at the store, right? And that you buy at the store, if it breaks, then you got to go buy yourself a new saint. Mm? Why would you need a middleman to talk to God? So the people who don't believe in God don't believe in God. That's their problem. But don't let nobody take your soul to hell with them. Don't do that. Don't do that. In the Bible, it states in Revelations at the end, when the world is over, when he comes down, do not even turn around. Run for your life. Don't turn around for your child. Don't turn around for your husband. Don't turn around for your father, their mother, none of that. Do not turn around for them because it's your life now that's on the line. So if you turn around, what happens? The Bible says you will turn to dust. Don't worry about your kids when you're in the when you're ready to go and God has come back to get his people. Don't turn around for your kids. Don't turn around for your grandkids. Don't turn around for nobody because it's your life that's going to be on the line. And God's going to take you and he's going to put you in front of everybody. He's going to put you your movie of your life. And everybody's going to watch it. Everybody's going to see everything you've done. Everybody is going to see it because that's what it is. That's what it is. The movie of your life. That's what's going to happen. There's going to be a big movie and it's going to be of your life. Oh, damn it. I hate when it's going to rain, bro. I have fibromyalgia and it hurts. It makes my legs hurt. The muscles, they get sore. But I still got half an hour. I'm about 15 minutes on the road. There's no traffic at this time. So I'm good. So if God says don't worship no idols, you guys are worshiping a person, which is even worse. Don't let nobody take your soul to hell with them because they're going to be chained by their ankle and they're going to be, oh, like they said, and Candace Starr, I love you. You know that. But she says that her Jesus doesn't sound like the Jesus that will come and set you on fire for eternity. Oh, yeah, he is. Oh, yes. And he meant every word. He meant every word. Even though you may say that, oh, your Jesus wouldn't do that. Remember, Jesus was a man. Okay? He was God's son. He was a man just like any other man. He didn't have special powers and nothing like that. He worked through God. When he went to his best friend Lazarus, that everybody's saying, oh, you call yourself the man of God, but your best friend is dying. Your best friend is dying, and you haven't even gone to see him. And he's like, I'll be there. And what he kept saying, I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there. And was he there? He got there when? Right on time, because he's always right on time. So that's where a karma plays it. Remember, you are going to stand there. And the same way that Adam and Eve, after they took the bites of the apple, realized that they were naked and it was a bad thing. It wasn't a good thing. They went and hid from each other. And now they knew they were naked. The first sin ever made, right? So you're going to tell me that you guys are going to let somebody else dictate your life? That you would give your last cent to? Don't that sound kind of like a cult? Because it sounds like a cult to me. It's like you guys are in this cult and you're not on a compound and you're not in hiding from the world like in Colorado and all of that, where they all hide out at Ohio and in the woods and all of that. No, you guys are on YouTube and you're a bunch of terrorists. That's what you guys are. You're a bunch of terrorists. Instead of you worshiping God, you're worshiping a woman. You're letting this woman tell you everything to do, and you will run and do it. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong that you guys won't do it. Prove me wrong that you can sit on your own 2 feet and I come in here and try to curse me out because, oh, Sakina don't like me. Mm? Because that's your fight. Isn't that your fight against me? All yous, that's your fight, isn't it? Sakina don't like me, so nobody can like me. Huh? That's your fight with me. You're willing to fight with me, throw hands with me. You're willing to say, oh, we'll shoot you, we'll do this to you, we're going to pull up on you. And your fight with me is Sakina doesn't like me. What? You're informing me what? Oh, wow. Oh, my God, I've been waiting for that for so long. Wait a minute. Anyway. Hey, 23. Hi, baby. You on lunch? I'm on lunch. I'm training. Anyway, you guys will throw your life away. 23, please. Um, they might think that this is a setup. You pulled in because you know how they think. Everything's a setup. Everything is this. You're feeding me. You're doing this. You're doing that. You know, everything's a setup to them. All right, baby. I'm here. Don't worry about it. If you gotta go, baby, you gotta go. But I'm here telling them that I started in part one, the video. I thought they couldn't hear me because my mic was closed, but the mic was actually open. But anyway, you guys, after all of that you just heard from me saying, all of that, just like Jesus was mad, you're not supposed to have saints. It says, worship no idols. And you guys have made this fucking person into an idol. You have. And you guys worship her and you bow down to her when she doesn't submit to nothing but a man, not God, a man. You heard it for yourselves with your own ears. She submits to a man, only to a man. What happened to her being Muslim and jihad and all of this? But she submits only to a man. What Bible is she reading? What Quran book is she reading? Because in nowhere there says submit to a man. Submit to God. But you know what? You're just as dirty as TD was when she put up that $5 sub to Kanika. You're just as low and dirty as she is. But you know what? Don't worry about that. So anything. Like I said, if they made a move, now it's time for my move. I make a move. I said that. I know you weren't listening, but she's a scammer. She's a loser. She only has YouTube for financial gain. I just told a whole story about how my mother found out she was dying and how all her daughters were there for her and how we were all there for her and how my mother told her she was going to die the day it started snowing and she died the day it started snowing. And I told them how I'm not Catholic. I don't like to talk religion, politics with nobody because I got too much knowledge about the Bible. And when I hear people tell me they're going to submit to nothing but a man, I, I can't believe that. But yeah, you go say, Saint Mary, full of grace, please have God take care of me, or God, please have your son, please. Mary was a woman just like you and I. God says in the Ten Commandments, worship no idols. And he meant those idols that are porcelain that are at the store in the Botanica when my cousins get all of their saints because they have a shrine. And because I am so into God, I have not let them put nothing on you. And I can. And God knows that how much I love him. That's the only thing that's stopping me. If I wasn't so into God and knew that worshiping idols and witchcraft is bad. But see, my cousins, they don't give a fuck. See, in Puerto Rico, there's women and they're beautiful. I'm one of them. I should know. They're beautiful. Cloud, you got that video I sent you of Calma, right? You told me I forgot, and I sent you that video, Calma, the song. And in that song is saying that they do everything softly, and that to party, you don't need to leave Puerto Rico because Puerto Rico is a party town. But if the tourists are gonna fucking if Puerto Rico went down in that fucking hurricane and Trump, the motherfucker that he was, didn't want to give aid because he didn't even know. This is how dumb he was, that he doesn't even know that Puerto Rico has been territory of the United States since 1974. Yes, you're going to give aid to them. Yeah, you are. They're our territory. And I say ours because I was born in the United States. Okay? My address was 50 East 102nd Street, right across the street from Mount Sinai Hospital on the east side. But God says worship no saints, and you worship that woman like she a motherfucking saint. Yeah, do. And that's your soul. And like everybody says, oh, my God would never burn up, chain us up and burn us up. I got to go cruise. Have a great day. Okay, much love to you, boo. Then low life, mother, better stay up in them clouds. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You just, I know you have an exhausting day ahead of you. I gotta get back soon too, but I got a few minutes. Y'all worship her like she's God, and she isn't. You worship her like she's an idol, and she doesn't even pray to God. So what are you doing? What are you guys doing? Mm? She says go and you jump. She says how high. I mean, she says jump and you say how high. That's how everybody talks about you guys. That you guys are all homicides. You guys are not living in a compound like the Jeffrey and the brothers, the Kingston's family. You're not in a compound and you don't get shunned. Yeah, you do shun people. Yeah, you do. You try to cut them off from their friends, everything. She's a pure devil and you guys are worshiping her. And the Bible says, don't worship the devil, don't worship any idols. And you go out and you buy these saints and you pray to these saints and you light up these candles and you pray to these candles and you pray to these saints. And don't hit the table, your saint might just fall. And you're going to have to run to the store and buy a new one. Okay? So that's exactly what God meant by don't worship any idols because they're not Him. Worship God. Was that your middleman to get to God? Because that's your middleman to get to the devil, to go to hell. And the other day, I love you, Candace, again. Candace said, I don't believe it that my Jesus would set me on fire for eternity. Oh, yes, He's gonna. Yes, He is. Whether you believe it and whether you don't believe it, it's gonna happen. The Bible was the first book ever made. It's not a lie. The Ten Commandments are in the Bible, the first book ever made. It's not a lie. Maybe you guys need to let go and let God. Try God instead of her and see what you get. I promise you, you'll get something good in your life. Stay away from the devil. Because as long as you're worshiping the devil, when that day comes, that God says, don't even look back for your children, They have their turn. Don't look back for your own children, and you guys are worshiping a person who is a scammer, doesn't care about nobody. She don't care about people's feelings. She don't care about nothing. And then when I come out and I respond, I'm a bully. I'm bad. I'm no good. You talked about kids. Who pushed me there? Who pushed me there? I want to know. Grandma K, can you come in? If you're looking by any chance. Because that woman is a queen to her king, king to her queen. That's my baby. I love her. And she was in my damn chat. And because I did not look at the damn chat, I didn't see that she was there until she was gone, I think. And I screamed and I ended up even crying. Because if I put, I swear to God, y'all don't believe me, but the way I'm here alone, if I put SOS, I need my girls right now. I bet you I have a queen and a king, Majest. I have all of them run on here, run over to me. They've done it before for me. All I gotta do is put, I need my girls SOS. I promise you they'll all come. If not, look back to a video where I put it SOS on it and see how everybody came. What's going on? What do you need? What happened? Y'all want to sit there and worship a woman? Mm, a woman? Y'all just as bad as the sister wives. But y'all believe? Do y'all believe that it's okay to share your husband too? You believe that? Because you believe in saints. You worship idols because you're worshiping these ceramic things that you buy at the store, and then you're worshiping a woman who's absolute garbage, nothing but garbage. And what's that gonna get you? She's already got you guys giving her your money. You guys are so in so deep you don't even realize it. Look up in YouTube the Kingstons and look that up and see how these girls got 28 brothers, 34 sisters, because these brothers, all of them, Jeff Warren is the biggest child molester, and he's the owner of the Kingstons. And he's in jail for life for marrying a 12-year-old girl. He had married a 43, one 9 years old, one 7 years old. You guys are worshiping an idol. She's not even an idol. She's nothing. She's not even garbage. And you guys don't realize that. But you will. And everybody says, oh, my God won't chain me up and set me on fire for eternity. Oh, he promised it. He promised it. And since you guys don't believe it, you go ahead, sit with the devil. Your turns will come. When God sits you there and plays your life in front of everybody and you're embarrassed, like going into the bathroom when you're alone and masturbating, or in bed and you're alone and you want to masturbate, doesn't the Bible say that masturbating is a sin? Mm. Doesn't it say that masturbating is a sin? It says man and man is a sin. That means woman and woman, man and man. It's a sin. It's dirty. Sex through your anal is disgusting. What does the Bible say about that? It is not. Your ass is not to be touched. It's not to be touched. It's an outie, not an innie. It's to take out all the waste. But a man don't care where he puts his shit in or who. As long as he gets to nut, that's all he cares about. And if you think he cares about you and he's so in love with you, and Yo, there's so many women in this world. All they gotta walk is to next block into a store and boom, hit another beautiful woman. Especially Puerto Rico. That's what I was talking about, Puerto Rico. There's nothing but beautiful women. That's why there's a lot of gangs. They fight for these women. Look what they do in Honduras. Look at how they kill the women. Women ain't nothing. Pakistan and all these countries, and they kill the women like they're nothing. For showing her hand by mistake. For showing her toe by mistake. These women don't even like to show their bodies at all because they know it can lead to death. Walking down the block without your husband can have you killed, put in jail and killed. And y'all over here worshiping a woman who is nobody, has nothing for you guys, can't offer you guys nothing because she's got you guys giving her money already. She's got you guys laughing at her jokes already. She's like the devil, and you guys are not noticing it. But you will. You will. Everything comes in time. Like my lawyer told me, you need to relax because I'm working with another state. And now where am I flying to tonight? To another state. And where am I going? And we have two outfits. The one I got on, the one I'm gonna put on, and I can fly home in it. Oh, the best of the cloud chasers, the real cloud chasers, they're on. I love to watch them. But do you stop worrying about other people? Worry about yourself. Stop worrying about what Wanda's doing. Oh, Starsha. What am I doing? What did I do to you? When did I bump into you in the street and start a fight with you? When did I call you out of your name in the street and I seen you? When did I do all of that? So you hate me because another woman hates me. I'm the real. Y'all all hate me because another woman hates me. Damn, she's already got you giving her your money. She's done brainwashed you guys. And you guys can't even see it. No matter how hard we trying to tell you, girls, wake up. You being played. Wake up. You being played. What? What? Wait. I'm informing you that what? You're informing me what? All right. I'm waiting for fucking something to come in. Please, for the love of God, Jesus, help me. Let it come in already. It has to be here today. The latest tomorrow morning. And I won't be here tomorrow morning to open it. And I need it. But I'll be good. Anyway, worry about yourself. Because if God says in the last day when he comes, he's going to come like a thief in the night. Remember that. Because those words are in the Bible. I don't know if you guys ever read the Bible, but read Revelations because that's where we're at. So in case you don't know where Revelation's at, it's all the way at the end of the Bible. That's where we're at the end of the Bible. And you guys are worshiping a woman and you're treating her like she's God. You're giving her your money. You guys are out of your mind. You guys are out of your mind. I've been on fucking YouTube for 4 years and never asked for $1. Not 25 cents, not a nickel, nothing, because I never thought of you guys as people who are going to pay my bills. No, I thought of you people as friends. That's what I made on YouTube, friends. I have so many friends. Everybody, my pages was all fine until you guys decided that you wanted to follow the leader. And the leader has got you guys to do what? Go take down on 20's page. My page was taken down, so what? If I would have known that all I had to do was make a new email and that's it on my computer. But no, I went and bought a new computer and a new phone. And then I sat back and I waited for God to do him. And in 12 days, God did him. I saw it with my eyes. I saw her walking. I saw her packing. I saw her lose her apartment. I saw her lose everything. Mm? So the reason is nothing has happened, and no, I didn't call no fucking MPS, CPS, not DCF, none of that. And nobody. Skeeter knows who called. She knows she did it. But you guys won't believe it because you're so brainwashed. Why don't you guys get together, go live in a compound, and leave us real people to live our lives? Go. You can only have my child on the weekends. So I leave her alone on the weekends. She does what she wants. But the minute she wakes up, is texting me. Good morning. At 8 o'clock in the morning, I check out her outfit. I check out her makeup. I check that she's going good to work. I check that she's at work. I check that she's safe. Do you do that? Do you make sure that she's safe? Do you even care? No, you don't care because she don't care about nobody but herself. But you guys are blind. Wake up. God is coming soon. And he's gonna put your life right out on a movie and right in front of everybody. So everything that you do in the dark will come to light.